Can I realistically get an entire video out of this one image? We'll find out. I'm actually recording this during a thunderstorm because Kazuchi is so ready. We've been having so many recently, which is quite daunting because we do flood very easily around here. We had a whole thing last year, Meadowhall flooded even, it's a nightmare. Anyway, you're not here for that. The two things that really strike me about this image are that his hand is already on his katana and his hair is neat. If he's walking with his hand around his katana, either he's walking like that or he was walking, stopped and his hand went to his katana, but either way he's sensing a threat. And the threat, as we know from this image, is bloody Jin coming after him again. This has to happen first since his hair isn't beautifully dishevelled yet, as it is in both the image where he's got Jin on the floor and the image where he's about to henshin with Aduto. So now I'm thinking, this shot happens, Jin comes after him, they fight, then we somehow get from this shot to Aduto and Horobi fighting Arc 0 together, who I am thinking is Jin again, since otherwise where is he? My biggest fear is that all of this is going to take place in like 2 minutes. We've spent all week looking forward to more substantial Horobi content, and I should know better because I keep looking forward to Horobi content and we rarely get Horobi content. I hope we get an entire katana fight sequence and it's so intense that it causes his hair to get all messy. I hope that's what it is. Just that I can't see him fighting with his katana, then fighting in suit, then fighting with his katana again. Just because we don't see it often enough that I doubt we'll suddenly get 2 whole separate scenes with it. I'm assuming this image is the calm before the storm and this image is the end of the particular katana fight sequence. Tsunagawa, the teaser he is, said that the feeling of Horobi is going to change and I'm scared. What does that mean? That could be taken from one extreme to the other, because either Horobi could gain singularity fully and be his true self finally after all this time, and now he's a hero and it's the ending he, as someone who's been hacked and manipulated by the Ark all this time, would deserve, or he can move into being the final villain and become even scarier, which I'm saying now, if Horobi ends up being the final villain, it's because they failed him. He can hardly help himself, can't save himself from the sodding Ark. I'm just so protective of Horobi. I am going to go into this assuming the worst. Horobi is going to get relegated to final villain and he'll die. All I could ask for is that someone is sad about Horobi dying. At this point, that's all I can ask for. I would adore some Daybreak flashbacks. I would love to find out what happened to Horobi's earpieces. I'd love for Horobi to finally gain singularity and be allowed to be Jin's dad and to get help, but as if any of that's going to happen, I'm realistic.